This video, I'm going to have a brief discussion with you all about menopause. And here we go. Menopause is basically the cessation of menses, or amenorrhea. Amenorrhea, either physiologically or iatrogenically, either because of the woman's natural hormonal processes or because of something that was caused either surgically or accidentally. There's a lot of things that happen in menopause, and I am going to touch about most of them briefly in this presentation. So by definition, it's the absence of menses for 1 year. 1 year by definition. And the average age in North America, Canada, United States is 51 years of age. So what exactly is happening? Well, it's a very, very simple process of hormonal changes. So this line here represents menopause. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll add some years, +2, +4, +6, +8 years after menopause, and then some years before menopause. And then we're going to draw the hormone level. So this first one is representing estrogen. So as you can see, estrogen levels decline. The next couple hormones, I'll use a different color. What the heck? We'll use this one here to represent FSH. Whoa, it's the same color. I said I would use a different one. I'm using the same color. Well, let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. Now I got a different color. And this one, as most of you probably figured out by now, is LH. So that's what's happening in menopause. And I've seen this on the licensing exams where they ask about the relationship between these three hormones before and after menopause. So these two after menopause go up, this one goes down, very simply put. All right. So those are the hormonal changes. And as a result, a woman goes into menopause and has quite a few symptoms. I really don't use a lot of mnemonics in my day, but there's one that I really like, and it's called HAVOC, and it's used to describe what's going on in menopause. The first one is hot flashes. Okay. Now, hot flashes it is exactly what it sounds like. A woman will feel warm or hot, and she may even perspire, sometimes perspire profusely, and her core temperature will change. Second thing is atrophic vaginitis. You're using both letters here, interestingly. Now, why does this happen? This is directly in correlation to the lower decreased estrogen levels that cause vaginal dryness, and this can lead to irritation and dysuria. The O is osteoporosis. Now, osteoporosis happens because when the body's estrogen levels decline, the bones start to get resorbed by the osteoclasts. You may remember the osteoclasts are what are involved in the bone resorption that occurs when estrogen levels decline. The letter here is they put it in there as coronary artery disease, and we'll talk a little bit about that later. So these are some of the symptoms of menopause. Now, how do you diagnose menopause? The diagnosis is really clinical. There really isn't specific tests. If a woman is still sexually active and she's a little on the young side to go through menopause, you might want to do a pregnancy test, because amenorrhea can also occur when someone's pregnant. The hormone levels really are not used, to be honest, to diagnose the menopause. But as we discussed earlier, they do change. So they can be used as an indicator. Now, finally, we get into the treatment. Now, the treatment really is directed toward managing the symptoms. So the first one, if you remember, the hot flashes, those are managed, and there's a few ways. The first way is, believe it or not, these medications that you remember, serotonin selective reuptake inhibitors, they are used to manage hot flashes. And there's a few that I'll list. There's fluoxetine. There's paroxetine. There's another one called sertraline. Okay. They also use SNRIs, which are serotonin norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors. And there's one in particular that's very popular. It's called venlafaxine. Okay. So that's what they use to treat hot flashes. Now, what about the other one, which is atrophic vagina? How do you treat that? Well, you remember what this was caused by decreased estrogen levels. So the obvious treatment would be to give estrogen, but you don't just give it as a pill. Topical forms are really what are preferred. Topical estrogen creams are used to treat that. And then the other one, which is osteoporosis, that is managed by giving the famous bisphosphonates. And there's two in particular that are very popular. You have alendronate and you have ibandronate. Okay, so that's the treatment. Now let's talk briefly about hormone replacement therapy. Hormone replacement therapy, very, very famous topic. Well, as most of you know, hormone replacement therapy has its pros and cons, right? The pros are that, very briefly, it's a treatment in menopause. It makes a woman feel better. It replaces what she's lost. And what are we giving? Well, we're giving estrogen. We're giving the woman something that she has declined in. And it makes women feel much better. It really does. But there's risks involved. And I'll talk about the cons in just about 30 seconds. I just want to mention one thing before I go on to the cons, is that estrogen is given alone only if a woman has had a hysterectomy, okay? If a woman still has her uterus, you give estrogen plus progesterone, okay? Why is that? Well, because if a woman still has her uterus, okay, and you give just estrogen alone, that unopposed estrogen can increase the risk of getting endometrial cancer. So if she still has her uterus, you have to give combination therapy. All right, so it's so great. Why don't we just give it to everybody? Well, because hormone replacement therapy has its cons. And what are some of them? Well, it's a pretty impressive list of cons. Increased incidence of breast cancer, stroke, DVT, deep venous thrombosis, pulmonary embolism, dementia, and coronary artery disease. So yeah, it's a pretty big list here. So hormone replacement therapy, the risks and benefits have to be weighed, and you have to decide whether you want to give it or not. Fortunately, there's other treatment options to manage the symptoms that we talked about earlier. So that's a brief presentation about menopause.